Welcome back to the Sheila Teller's Experience, a channel for advice for your life and my life as well. And today's topic is going to be on for the black woman to know. And what I am trying to express and say today is that I see a lot of trouble between the black woman and the black man. Okay? And this trouble that is happening now, no one is interfering with this but the black man and the black woman. It can be fixed, and not terrorized or putting blame on each other. Instead of putting blame on each other, take your position. When you take your position, okay, that's when things will change. We have to take our position, the men and the women. Stand in your position. Work on your position. Work on yourself. And whatever happened in the past, we cannot change that, but we can change how we move forward today. Every day when you get up, you can start over again, and it's a new beginning. So one of the things that I want the black woman to know is, I understand your pain, I understand your hurt, and I understand your pain because I've seen it and I've been through it as well. And one of the things that I want black women to do, okay, and I'm just using this from my experience, and I'm going to give an example here. Sometimes when, and not even sometimes, it's like all the time, like when black men would talk in like groups and gatherings that we all are at, and we would talk over them a lot. We talk over them a lot. We don't let them talk.
Let him talk.
If I have to tell them that, I have to tell a lot of women to just let the man talk. Let them talk. We talk over them, and I think that causes a big problem. But as time went along, and I grew up, and I was like, wow. When I saw that they weren't doing a lot in the community, they easy turn their backs. So I was like, this is probably why a lot of black women just didn't have no respect for them and would talk over them. So I'm like, okay, it's coming from both ways, right? Like one chain reaction causes another. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So I'm like, I understand her, and then I understand where they're coming from too. But I believe that we need to stand and stay in our position as women, and then the men need to stay in the positions as men. Don't compete with me and don't compare me. See, we compete without realizing that we're competing. We don't have to compete because we're not the same. We're here to complement one another, not be in competition with one another. And if the men are not protecting the community, that's when the women don't have respect for them. So the men need to protect and participate in doing things to uplift the community in order to get the respect from the women. But the women have to start protecting your womb so that the men can protect the community, and we can start building families. But first, we have to protect our wombs in order to be able to bring the protection back into the community. I know it sounds strange. I know a lot of people understand where I'm coming from. But if we want change, we have to change some major things that is helping cause the deterioration of our communities. And this can go for any community if they would like. But we need help. People of color need help in the community. We're doing well in a lot of ways, but we still need help in certain areas so that we can get more respect from others as well. But first, we have to respect ourselves. If you don't respect yourself, who's going to respect you? So this is where all of this stuff keeps going, and we think that it's still happening, because it's still happening because we have not given each other the respect that is well deserved between each other. And I believe that we can do it. Just like that. Just like we can make magic happen. We can make, they say, black girl magic. We can do it. When we do our part, they will do their part. Okay? But we have to protect our love, our feelings. We have to protect that so that the right man can show up. There will always be the wrong guys, whether we fix up the community or not. But if he's not protecting you, he is not going to respect you. Think about that. So make sure that when you are moving forward in any type of relationship, it doesn't matter who it is, what color, but specifically, if he's not protecting you, don't even bother. You will be disappointed. You will be greatly disappointed because he's not going to respect you. If a man is not protecting you in some kind of way, and I don't mean that, oh, he didn't speak up this night, or I don't mean that. I mean that if he's really dedicating himself to you and being committed and getting married, he's protecting you. When you're moving towards that type of, he's protecting you. Now, when you get into the marriage, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. And then y'all have to let each other know what you need from each other. You know, like men might say, well, honey, I don't want you to wear that because you're showing too much. Because you used to dress like that. But this is what your man needs from you. He's telling you this because that's his respect. So now, if it's something he's doing, you need to let him know that I don't like this and this is disrespectful for me and I need you to do this so this could be better for us. So grow. But for the first initial thing is when you get together and you can make plans and move forward to marriage, commitment and marriage and stuff, he is protecting you. Okay, and all the other stuff will fall into place later. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in and watching the Sheila Tells Experience. And I really, really hope this helped. Just think about it. Think about it. And I'll see you next time.